Okay, Risto, we're under your car. Just wanted you to see. We're under your car, and let me see if I can get going that way. If you can see your exhaust system right there, you can see those two poles that are right there, connected to your catalytic converter. They're supposed to go into these red bushings right here. That one, they're supposed to go in there, and you can see the other one on the other side. And there's another one. I guess it got bottomed out, and it yanked it out. And when it came back, it just went to the side, didn't go straight back in. Another thing I wanted to show you was your thumping when you're braking. It's your actual lower control arm on the driver's side. You can see the lower control arm where it broke away from the metal ball that goes in the middle and that's attached to that bolt. All that should be one solid piece. So what's happening now is when you're braking, the lower control arm is doing this. Not supposed to do that. So I'm recommending you replace lower control arms for the thumping issue. These ball joints are also worn out. You can see that right there. And your wheel bearings are worn out. This whole, more or less the three main things, lower control arms, wheel bearings, and ball joints, have a lot of wear, which is kind of unusual for 2013, but I do know that the Volkswagens are prone to have bad lower control arms, so that's to be expected. It's the wheel bearing that tripped me out. And also it has a really bad oil leak down there. I mean, if you can see how shiny it is at the bottom. We don't know where it's coming from on that, but that's not what we're supposed to diagnose. Also, this side is missing a screw that goes there. It stops the rotor from spinning. As you can see, the holes just go right through where it's supposed to go. So we're gonna need to get the replacement screws for that. You have about 70% on your brakes, so your brakes aren't the issue. It's your rotors. I don't know if the last time they did the brakes, if they turned the rotors. So that's something that you're gonna have to do, because you can see all the grooves that are in it, and that causes that humming sound, along with the wheel bearing being bad. And on this side, this is how it's supposed to look. You can see that this side has the torque screw there. The rotor does not turn separately from the wheel hub, and the lower control arm on that side isn't broken loose, but it has the same amount of mileage. And you're supposed to change those as a set. Also, the wheel bearing on this side is not as bad as the one on that side, but I do see abnormal wear on the tires. They're like pretty thrashed. And these tires all the way around, that could be your twitching situation when you're driving down the road. It's got no traction. And also, we're gonna have to remove your air cleaner to find out what that oil leak's coming from. And so that needs to be diagnosed also. I did pull codes in your car. See, I'm walking over here towards the music. I want to turn it off real quick. So also I scanned the engine for the computer information. These are the codes that were on it. It's a P0106 manifold, absolute pressure sensor, barometric pressure sensor, circuit high performance. But I don't think that I think the map sensor is full of oil. So I need permission to pull that off to check and see if it has oily residue. Also, you got a P02187 system 2 lean at idle, bank 1. That code usually comes up when your PCV valve is bad. Also with the P0522 engine coolant temp sensor, brake and wiring short circuit or positive code is a precursor to engine damage. That has to be taken care of also in order to make sure your engine doesn't get damaged. All those have to be diagnosed. So that P0522 is very important to get done. I don't know if you want to square away the engine before you actually do the front end, because I I know things will start getting a little pricey, and don't want to go overboard on it. Maybe we take a step at a time. But for the twitching, we are going to have to change those lower control arms, wheel bearings, and lower ball joints. And and it also needs new tires. All your tires look like this. Look like this one. It's already right up to the wear bars. See that lines that are going across? Those are wear bars. Once the tread reaches that flat bar right there, that means it's time for the tire to be changed. This one is not like that. You can see the bar right there, and still got some tread left. But you got 3 tires that look like that one. So just be aware that you need new tires. And I'm gonna get an estimate together, shoot it to you, see what you say, and we'll see if we get the green light or not. And I'm saying we should tackle the engine portion first, because it's not going to make any sense driving the car with the front end that's done and the engine gets blown out. So, like that. Alright, we'll talk to you later. I'm going to send you this video.